Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Ben.
I'm Rom.
Welcome back to One Piece versus 4K podcast, where we compare the One Piece 4Kids anime to the Funimation dub, sometimes sub, and throw in comparisons to the manga. Uh, we're back today for episode 55 of the podcast and also episode 55 of the 4Kids version. Uh, yeah, I guess we'll get into the title of the episode when we start talking about the episode. But what's been going on with you, Rom?
Part of the reason we had this like extended thing is because I actually was traveling to India for a few weeks, and got back literally like this past weekend. I got back, and now that we're back, I guess like in the world of One Piece, um, a lot's been going on. I have like a slight cold that I'm still recovering from, so so you'll hear coughs occasionally, but. Yeah, I mean, in the world of One Piece, a lot's been going on. A few chapters. I think we had like three or four straight chapters released. It was like all just like hot hitting chapters because obviously we left Wano and now it's like a new adventure. And um and yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna spoil because one thing I do want to admit is that like I do read the One Piece spoilers. I think I mentioned the spoiler schedule and just got some spoilers today, and like this chapter is also going to be pretty insane because this one character that was highly anticipated for like the longest time, um, we may potentially see this character, and I am super excited. So yeah, I'm excited for when the official fan subs are going to come out with the um, basically all the fan subs they actually just like they try to basically release it in like an edited format similar to what the official would look like. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how the fan and the official one will come out when it comes out on Friday and Sunday. So looking forward to that. Um, and I guess like besides that, I've picked up this new series. Like it just started not that long ago. I think it was like maybe like a week or two ago. The first chapter. It's called like I think Ginka and Gurka. Let me see what it is. It was just like I just randomly picked it up. Um, let's see where it is. Might be in my favorites. Yeah, Ginka and Gluna. Um, started this series. They only released two chapters. It's pretty new series. I mean, um, still a lot to kind of go through. I mean, it's just starting, so yeah, I just kind of started that one, picked that up, and been kind of reading that. I also started watching some other anime too. Have you heard of the anime called Spy X Family?
Yeah, Laura and her friend Kathy watched all of it.
I just I mean I'm about halfway through the season, so I've been really enjoying it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's just kind of what's been going on. The world of One Piece, plenty of chapters have been coming up, so lots happened. A lot of the new episodes have been absolutely great. The last one that was just released, it was really good. Um, yeah, and then we did get the release date for the One Piece film Red, the U.S. release, and it's on November 4th, and it really pisses me off.
Why? What's happening on November 4th?
That's when the movie's going to be released.
Why does it piss you off?
Well, the original release date when it first was released in Japan is August, I think 6th, right? And then it also released in a lot of Southeast Asian countries, like around August. Like I think Taiwan it was released like August 21st or 20 whatever. And then in like a bunch of different countries, like they were releasing it in October, and the official, I think one of the voice actors even said that like the North American release is going to be in October. Now, when this voice actor released that, I'm kind of thinking part of the reason this person put that out is because the dubbing is done. The dubbing is done. It's probably edited. But for whatever reason, they're delaying the release till November 4th. That's like a good, what, 3 months or 4 months? Yeah, 4 months
Oh,
for
you're
the
okay. Hold on a
release.
second. I gotta turn you up. Uh, hey, is that better? Can you say something?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, is Ron better now?
Uh, is okay,
Someone's
like,
in the
is
chat saying that you're down low. Is he?
oh,
Is it a lot better now?
yeah. Can you
Okay.
hear me now? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Uh,
I'll just I don't know. All right. Oh, it
yeah.
sounded like you were whispering. I had to turn down my. Actually, I don't know why that happened. But you sounded fine for me, so I guess that's part of the problem. All right. Well,
Okay.
it's fixed now. Thanks for letting me know that, Sandman. You will
Yeah.
forever be immortalized in episode 55. Um, all right. Yeah. Continue. So you're
Well,
mad that but you know what? Are you really mad? Because what if it came out October 30th? It's only 4 more days.
I mean, I wish it came out like first or second week of October. I mean, spoilers, there's so many spoilers all over the internet, and like I'm trying to keep away from like all the big spoilers, but so many of it because it's been released for so long. Like all the spoilers are out. Like, why can't they just release it in the English market like 1 or 2 months after? Why they have to do it 4 months after? It's like this greediness that pisses me off. Like, I'm legit at a point where I'm gonna look for a rip online. I don't care. Uh, like, uh,
I
like
thought you weren't
one.
going to go see it in theaters.
At this point, I'm not going to. At this point, I'm not going to. Like,
I
them
thought we were going to
delaying
have
it
a
this
I was
long.
thinking we were going to have a huge One Piece versus 4K meetup with like all of our 9 subscribers.
Yeah, for the movie, but like, yeah, no, like them waiting, like delaying the American release, like the English release that late, like it's just so insulting, dude. Like, it's just, it's like,
It's
it's
not
it
that
pisses me
long,
off.
man.
4 months after the first release and all the spoilers are out by then, like, come on. Like, I get it if it's like a month or two, I fully get it, but 4 months, like, fuck you. Like, come on, man. Like, it's too much. It's like, how long do you think like people will avoid spoilers? Like, and how
I
long do you
would.
think people would avoid like watching like get ripped somewhere, dude? I'm just not going to do that. Like, no, that like they want to like freaking like tease this huge thing for the longest time, and then like freaking like you know like tease us this long. Oh, fuck that. Like, fuck them, dude. Like,
What if that's the nearest that they could get it? They've been doing a lot of animes in theaters. What if they already had other things slated for those months?
what anime is going on right now?
I
What
don't know
anime
what
movie is
anime
being
is
released
coming
right
on.
now?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
like this is like, okay, the big ones like Demon Slayer, and like
Yeah.
that one was
Isn't
the
it all
last
through
big one that
Fathom
came
events
out.
still?
Huh?
Let's see. Here we go. I'm looking this up.
Okay.
Uh, we got Inuyo is coming out August 12th. Well, that already came out. Dragon Ball Superhero just came out. Uh, yeah, this is August. All right. Uh, oh, you got the whole okay, well that happened. Okay, you got Knights of Sidonia. It's coming November 14th.
Oh man, that is such like a huge thing that's highly anticipated, you know.
Well, they don't want to be in that. You got Goodbye Don Glees.
Oh man, like, it's such a legendary like
And
series.
at this whole time, look at this too. This whole time is during the time of Studio Ghibli Fest 2022. All they're pitting all those movies back in theaters. And then you got well, that still hasn't been announced. Evangelion 3.0, Once
Hmm.
Thrice Upon a Time.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna take after
Yeah,
Oda. I'm
so
gonna
they're
take.
no, dude. Their Studio Ghibli Fest is pretty big. They're not wanting to come out the same month as that.
Is this in Japan,
No, this
or
is in
is this
America.
that's in America?
Yeah, it's like a big thing.
When is that?
That's September through October.
All the way through October, like from September 1st all the way through October
Actually, it
31st.
ends on November 2nd.
Dude, oh, I'm still gonna pirate it. I'm gonna take after Oda and I'm gonna pirate it. Fuck, like, no,
Yeah,
no, it's,
well, at
so.
this point, you might as well just stop watching. It sounds like you're just done with One Piece.
I mean, no, like I'm still a fan of the manga, but Toei and Crunchyroll and all of them can get real greedy and whatever. I'm just done. Like how long can I avoid spoilers, man? Like no.
Yeah, I mean,
Here's the thing: a lot of stuff has already been spoiled.
hey man, I still don't know what happens in the Flash CW.
True. Same.
I still don't know what happens in Arrow. That's like 3 4 years I've avoided spoilers.
Sure, it's like half a decade since Arrow ended.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's crazy how time flies.
And shit. Speaking of spoilers that I avoided this whole entire time, I avoided all of the spoilers for Attack on Titan, which I am caught up to.
Oh, all the way. You guys are fully caught up, like
Yep,
all the
fully
way.
caught up. The only thing, I do have some time. Before February 13th. That's when it should be picking back up. Um,
Hmm.
I'm gonna watch the 8 original animation uh chapters that they put
Oh,
on
the
Funimation.
OVAs.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
gonna
okay,
watch
okay,
all of those. They're about 20 minutes each.
okay, okay. Yeah, I think that's when I'm also going to pick up because it's a rumbling arc. This is it.
You haven't have you watched the OVAs yet?
No, I haven't watched
Oh
the
man, you
OVAs
need
yet.
you're dude. Also, been thinking, dude. There's so much freaking episodes. Like, there's so many. How many episodes was there of season 4? 28 so
Are you
far,
talking
right?
about
I'm talking about all of
uh
season 4. I think there's
oh,
like
part 1,
28.
part 2? Could be up to 30s, I
No, I think
think.
it's 27 actually.
Yeah, it's pretty
On
long. Just because
Yeah,
they
that's
it's
what
like
I'm sitting here thinking, dude. Like, how are you seriously? Because you're like you were saying you're not gonna watch. Yeah, it's 28 episodes. You're saying that you were not going to watch
all
um
of season 4 until it's all
until
finished.
it's all finished. But dude, that's gonna be a freaking like 3 day binge there, bro.
All right.
Oh, I can't do it, man. It was so hard for me to um it was so hard for me to binge. I'm not that the show is bad, but it was freaking like I was I guess I just have an issue. After about 3 hours is when I start getting really tired. About 3 or 4 hours is like all I can deal with.
Mm.
Um,
It could just be that One Piece kind of like just made me into this mode where it's just like, yeah, I can stream stuff for a long time and it's
yeah,
like
I mean,
fine.
I just gotta I don't know. It's different. It's totally different for me. Like binge watching a show than it is playing a video game all day because like I'm actually moving. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
seeing the feedback. Like, but when I'm watching, I'm like I just I don't know. I can't do it. But anyways, I did watch binge watch to finish it because I'm like I'm sick and tired of not having this done and. Now I feel like I'm gonna have to binge watch to knock out the other 8. But yeah, man. I mean, it shit, man. I have to say one thing about that show is it really just keeps it just the plot of that show just keeps getting more and more complex kind of. You know what I mean? Like it's just like the the amount of I don't want to spoil too much, but the amount of changes uh in the fourth season on who's good now. Oh no, now they're bad. Now they're good. Now they're bad. It's like, man, what is going on?
Oh yeah, I mean, um, maybe like after the show ends, maybe we can have like a special retrospective episode.
Hmm.
because I certainly went back and forth before I landed on where I am currently,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
But
I'm not gonna.
Laura's the one that's like Laura's is getting ready to look up all of it, and I'm just like, no, just don't. She did look up if people were pissed on how the manga ended, and she got mixed reactions there. Um, so my whole thing is, I honestly think that I think if there's mixed reactions from the manga, that they might try to change something. I still think they might try to change something slightly or explain something in more detail.
Well, I'll put it this way. So there was the official ending, um, that was released on all the manga. It's like
Hmm.
in like if you look at like all the official manga apps, there is this official ending. But I want to say a couple of months after, there was this extended ending chapter. Um, so usually his chapters are like 50 pages or something nuts, and that's how it was. But there was this extended one where there was like some added scenes in the regular sequence, and then there is like extended sections that goes into the future. Um, and even that got mixed reviews. So I'm not gonna spoil that. So I don't think the anime is going to split from the manga ending too much.
I'm
Um,
not saying it'll split. I'm thinking it might maybe flesh out some things a little bit more to not cause anger, or
maybe,
but I don't
maybe,
know.
maybe there is one thing I need to go watch in the anime again. But it's possible that if the anime is going to be different from the manga, I think what the anime might do is they may adapt the extended pages into
Yeah, yeah,
the
I think they'll do
finale.
that for sure. I think that is for
Yeah.
certain.
Yeah. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see the reactions. And yeah, I mean, we could do like I know we're like a One Piece podcast, but it's like we can do like
Yeah,
a
we could do a
dedicated.
one-off special.
Yeah,
Um,
because I definitely went through a few things before I landed to where I am now. So yeah, I'll
and you
just
know
put it
what?
that
Screw
way.
it. Let's get our first guest host on, or guest on. We'll just get Laura to come on.
Yeah. Oh, after
Hmm.
the show, and yeah, that'll be. I'd be interested to see what her. I'd be interested to see your guys' reaction to what I have to say at that. But yeah. Um.
I will say another thing without spoiling one of the characters who dies, but my God, I don't think I've ever seen an anime. I mean, I haven't. Granted, I haven't seen that many, but
Mhm.
out of all the animes I have seen, I have never seen an anime with so many freaking flashbacks to a character that's dead.
Yeah.
I'm just I get that they're trying to establish like the
The relation.
connections
Yeah.
between all these people, but it's just like I don't know, man. Like I just like why I that's why they're doing it, but at the same time, it's almost like I was just almost thinking like, are you trying at this point? Like I don't know like what you're trying to do. Are you trying to soften the blow of them being dead by just showing us them constantly? Or I don't know. I don't know what their train of thought is. I don't know. And it's also weird, like how many like. I mean, honestly, I can't say that this is that weird because of how much like I watched all of Lost, and that show has freaking like just going back different time periods, jumping all kinds of crazy stuff. But like the amount of
Yeah.
times that like something will randomly happen and then it's like out of the sequence events and then it like you find out that it goes back and then like how they end off the final part of the season that we have for now. It's like a showing a whole like freaking part that they never showed us. um so I don't know, that was just kind of weird. I'm just like, okay, well, this is like a what happened 2 years before or whatever. um
Yeah. No. 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 I feel you. There is a rumor. I'm not entirely sure how accurate this rumor is, but I think I know the specific character that you're referring to. And there's a rumor that there was actually a scene earlier where the author wanted to kill off the character, but his assistants were apparently able to persuade him not to. This character was going to die at a certain point, but
No,
yeah.
but the character I'm talking about did die.
Yeah, no, yeah. This character was gonna die. It's just they died now rather than much earlier.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, okay. I think okay, got it. Yeah. But then
Yeah,
it's just like, why keep? I don't know, man. It's just well, I mean, they died at the beginning, pretty much the beginning of season 4.
yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, apparently, he had an idea to kill off the character in like a brutal manner,
Oh,
all the way, all the way back in season 2.
damn.
Um, remember when that character went and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, apparently that was the scene where the character was apparent. It was rumored that that was where the character was originally supposed to die, but then the assistants were like, "Don't," and so he changed his mind. But obviously, it
It would have been honestly. Well, I don't know, man. Maybe it's better the way they did it, but I mean,
yeah.
the amount of I mean, I don't know, and the way he did it, he just made everybody absolutely hate another character, and it's just like I
No,
don't give a shit. And
yeah.
like that's a whole nother thing. It's like I mean, I'm and honestly, a lot of this, like a lot of the character development in this show, honestly, is
Oh, dude.
I feel like it is really reminiscent to the show Lost, and just because it really like you really come to know the motives of every single character and why they are the way they are. And it really does at so many times try to make you sympathize with every character, even if you hate them.
Oh yeah, which is why I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys will say about my reaction to the ending of
Yeah,
the special. So
yeah.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I have certain opinions about the ending.
I just yeah. So I mean, we talked about this before. You think maybe 14 more episodes? That's it.
Yeah, I definitely think this time around it'll definitely end because they do really start to speed up from this point on.
Yeah. At this point, it's even stupid. At this point, it should just even be. See, here's the stupid thing. At this point, it should be called season 5.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, this is longer than any of the other seasons already. Just call the next part season 5.
Yeah, I think they overestimated or they
Yeah.
overestimated themselves in trying to break down the fourth season. But yeah, I think this will. I definitely think this upcoming thing because the rumbling has started. This is
Yeah.
definitely it. I think this is definitely it.
Better freaking be,
Unless
bro.
unless like they do the last fight as a season of its own, at which point I will have lost my mind. But we'll see. Like we'll see.
Oh my god, no, dude! Damn it! That is when I will that is when I will be your that is when I will be I'm coining this phrase One Piece triggered. If they do that, I'll be One Piece red triggered. Like what the freak? I'll just go off and I'll be like honestly at that point I am probably reading the freaking
Manga.
spoilers. I'm reading the manga. I'm just like screw it, man. If they do that shit again because I remember people were really pissed about it. Like they're saying people are pissed it didn't end this time.
Yeah, when they did part three, yeah,
Yeah.
no. When I saw where the second to last episode was, I'm like, yeah, there's definitely gonna be another part because it's like nowhere near the ending. So, yeah, I do think this is it though. Because if they do another season after this one, it would be like a really short 5 episode season, so it wouldn't make sense. So, um,
Especially since they could just do more episodes. Like they're not like you're saying it should end in 14 episodes, then they should go to freaking, 20 episodes if they feel like that. But
yeah,
yeah.
I do think they'll complete it in this because the ending kind of happens real quick, like
Yeah.
yeah, so you'll be surprised, but yeah, I mean, I do think this is it. I do think this is actually it. Like after that, so yeah.
Yeah, well, we're gonna watch them as they air. That way, that I will not have to do the binge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll let you know what I think about the other OVAs. I mean, it's just I just want to at this point I just want to get the series over with.
Yeah, true. I think that's the way it is with everyone right now.
Yeah.
But
Um.
yeah, what's been going on with you? What's over the past month?
That's it really. Just
Okay, okay.
watching One Piece. And I mean, that's all I really have to
Attack on
talk
Titan.
about.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Um.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I am planning a trip in October next month. So sometime next month I'll be going to Hawaii.
Oh, nice,
So
nice.
yeah, everyone wish me luck. That I'm okay. Don't get sick. I but
So what?
I do have the next booster scheduled for this Friday. So
I haven't gotten the fourth booster yet. I was actually just waiting for my cold to settle down, and
this
then I'm
I think this will be my um
fifth.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm the thing with me. I was supposed to get the fourth booster before, but obviously I
Yeah.
had the surgery. So I'm waiting for my cold to settle down, and then I was gonna get my annual physical done and get my flu shot then as well. So I was gonna do it right after my annual physical. I was gonna get my fourth booster. I didn't realize the fifth booster was already out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna get the fourth booster. I did hear that apparently there is like a vaccine that's supposed to handle all future COVIDs, but this is like the second time I heard something like that. So, but we'll see when it happens.
Yeah. Um all right. So the let's get to the episode. Episode
Yeah,
55. Um my episode name is called Defending the Flag.
mine is Fight Wapples Crew, the power of the Munch Munch Fruit.
This this episode here, Defending the Flag, has a real 4th of July uh, title to it. Should have been released on 4th of July if it wasn't. Um,
Yeah.
but anyways, the uh, episode opens with Wapple's men bowing down to him and greeting their king as he has come to Dr. K's castle. Uh, they notice the pirate flag is on top of the castle. Dr. K and Chopper meet him at the entrance, explaining the castle is no longer his but belongs to Drum Island. He asks, says who? As Luffy says me. Slaps Wapple across the snow with a Gum Gum Blast, almost knocking him off the hill. Dr. K and Chopper look shocked. Luffy says they played dirty and busted up his crew as Luffy remembers what happened last time they met when he was carrying Sanji and Nami. His two crew members tell Luffy not to talk down to him as he's Supreme Monarch. Is this similar so far?
Yep. So pretty similar.
Luffy says they are supreme creeps as they gobbled up the ship, and it's against the code of pirates. The Afro guy says the pirate thing was a joke. He's a king and wants his castle back. Wapple says he's still hungry and will chew them like will chew the straw hat like gum. Sanji mentions that Luffy's barefoot in the snow, um, and he leaves to go warm up. Luffy does, and then um, Chopper then asks how his arms stretched out. As Sanji explains, he's a rubber man. And then Wapple tells his crew to just crush them now. The jester guy says good looking, as the Afro guy says let's start with the doctor lady. They complain about the as they complain about the flag, as she says it's a more memorial to Dr. Hero Luck. Wapple laughs, saying it cracks him up and that doctor was a quack and that they should burn the flag. He says that they're taking back the castle. Chopper says he won't set foot in here as he transforms into a big beast, the one that they saw earlier. Wapple says it's time to wipe out every roach in the castle. The Afro guy flings a huge hair thing at Dr. K, but Sanji blocks it, saying how dare he send it at a young lady like the doctor. Um, he then notices that it's stuck to him and it feels like an electric hairball. Um, and that's where, I mean, still same here.
So real quick, so when Luffy was out freezing and stuff, did Chopper mention how it was 50 below zero?
No, they didn't mention the temperature here.
Oh, okay, that was something he mentioned. So when Chopper asks Sanji, "Hey, what's with his mouth?" Sanji says, "Yeah, he's a rubber man." And Chopper asks, "What's that?" And Sanji looks at him, smiles, and says, "He's a monster." Because of the whole Chopper being a monster kind of thing. He calls Luffy a monster too. So yeah, yeah. I just wanted to point out those two things. But yeah, besides that, everything's pretty much the same.
Oh yeah, he does call Luffy a freak.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Um. So Luffy then begins searching for a coat in the castle as Nami asks what's the commotion. Nami offers a coat to Luffy after he first says it's ugly. Sanji then continues to try to get the hairball off of him as the Afro dude performs a static cling attack, causing more balls to get stuck to him. Chopper and Sanji begin sticking it to each other, trying to get it off of them as the Jester guy lights up an arrow, which he's about to set on fire. Chopper then lunges at Wapple as he tries chewing him and swallowing him. Uh, Luffy comes in time, and they use his body as a slingshot to fly into Wapple, releasing Chopper from his mouth. Um, in doing so, it sends Wapple's hippo creature into the sky and knocks out Wapple for the time being. Wapple says they're just lucky, but the luck has run out. He then says it's time for the Munch Munch fruit, and next up, the Munch Munch factory. He then refers to the jester dude as Chess, asking him to remind him what he ate that day. Chess replies a cannon and garlic and butter with a garlic souffle, and a ranch house with ranch dressing. Uh, Sanji,
So
yeah, go ahead.
oh, I mean, it was all pretty similar. He's like, "Oh yeah, he's like, you ate a cannon today. You ate a cannonball with butter on it and one raw." And then he lists out a few things like that. So kind of yeah,
So they
just
didn't
wanted.
mention the ranch dressing.
Maybe with some of the other weapons, I can't remember specifically,
I
but yeah,
doubt they mentioned the ranch dressing in Japan.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so Sanji then says that Wapple must floss with a crowbar. Wapple says, "You are what you eat," as he transforms into a house with a cannon saying, "Meet Wapple House." And that's just a really stupid pun on Waffle House.
Yeah.
Um, he then says it's his next trick is Munch Munch Factory as he chews up his two sidekicks. He then hobbles towards them, blowing off steam from his cannons. All of a sudden, a combination of his two henchmen hop out of Wapple, calling themselves Chess Marimo.
So
Yeah.
this was actually something I was actually curious if they censored this because he's eating two people, literally eating two people. So I was just like, I was curious to see what Four Kids did with this. So they actually did show him eating
Yep.
his two
It's
henchmen.
fine
Okay,
because they're alive, I guess.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Luffy freaks out as Sanji says, "So what?" Dr. K says, "Watch your back. He's tough." Wapo says, "Article 1 says the king is always right, and if they don't take the flag down, he'll blast it down as he shoots it with the cannon." The flag survives the blast as Luffy and Jolly says, "Jolly Roger, the flag is still here." Um, Chopper runs and transforms back into the beast, saying the doctor even defended him, saying even the king has a sick heart. He's talking to about Doctor Quack or
Yeah.
Hero Luck. He then thinks back to Dr. H telling him to try and save Wapple. He says because of Dr. H, he won't hit him, but uh, he should leave this country at once. Dr. K says he's too evil for kindness, as Wapple shoots him in the face with his cannon, sending him back. Luffy is now standing on the top of the castle by the flag, calling him Trash Mouth. Luffy says he doesn't know what the flag means, as Wapple says it means nothing to him. He says Wapple's nothing but a fake pirate. Wapple warns him and sends off another shot towards the flag, and Luffy says the flag will never go down. Once again, this is a perfect 4th of July episode.
Yeah.
Um, the smoke clears, and Luffy is standing there holding the flag, even though he's broken the pole. He says the flag will never fall. Nothing's impossible with this flag. He says these lousy freaks aren't going to take anything away from Dr. H. Chopper realizes that Luffy's a real pirate and is shocked. Luffy says the fighting spirit of the pirates lives on in the flag. Wappo says, "Don't make me puke." And this time he will blast it to smithereens. Luffy says, "This flag will fly," and he can count on it as the episode ends.
Yeah, yeah, so it's about right, yeah. Pretty much 1-to-1. The last part.
Yeah. So this episode is literally all about just defending the one flag.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a pretty what a little action packed, I guess.
Yeah. I've just been writing down. I've purposely have been writing down, the describing the people because I still don't even they still haven't, as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I remember, they still haven't even mentioned the Afro guy's name.
Oh, okay. I think it's just nicknames for the jester and the other guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, they called Jester Chess,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
and I it's just that's one thing I feel like that is crazy about this is how many episodes you can get with a character and them not even naming them.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, it's insane. Like even now, like they'll go like a long thing before they even say what their name is, even now,
Yeah,
or like their relation to anything.
yeah. I think that's the thing that kind of drives me crazy, especially like in recapping these. I'm just like describing a feature about them because I literally know nothing about them. Like I could look up their name, but at the same time, it's like kind of trying to describe it as the person watching it. Like I'm still like, what the hell is his name?
Yeah, no, the thing is, like, they did mention his name. I just forget what it is specifically, but I think they did. I mean, not like his full name, but just like, that small nickname. But yeah.
I don't remember. They might have, but I really don't remember.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll like figure it out for what it is for the next one. But yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Well,
that
it's been
was it.
Yeah, I mean, we're actually getting close to the end of this arc, and then we're gonna go into the big major arc in this saga, and then yeah, so getting ready for that.
Yep.
Alright.
But yeah, that would be it. Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. Shouts out to Sandman for letting us know we had some audio issues. But
What was actually Here's the thing. So what's actually funny that you mentioned Sandman is like there's actually this like popular figure in the One Piece community named AP Sandman. He's like he's actually this guy. He's from Japan, but he also speaks English, and he translates like all of Oda's interviews and stuff, and all like the special SPS interviews, just for like special One Piece stuff for the English audience and stuff. So I thought it was pretty funny that like one of our viewers was named identical to that. So
yeah, it was probably him for all we know. No, I actually know it wasn't. But
okay, okay.
yeah, yeah. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks.